Okay, in this lesson we need to open up iMovie and go to our 5 Rules SS video that we've been working on, and last time you can see here's the title that we worked on. We are going to be doing some more titles. We are also going to be doing transitions and adding music to our basically the final product of our short slideshow. Okay, so let's get started. Our first picture right here, we want to add the title to it. Okay, and we're going to use the file name as the title, located right here, capture depth. Okay, and we need to go to editing again, up into titles, and I'll let you choose whatever title you want, but I'm just going to use the standard center title. Now remember, we had it over black. Now we don't want it over black this time, we want it over the picture, so we need to click that. Also take a look, it's running into the next actual picture, so we don't want that. That means that our title is too long, so we need to look to see how long this actual clip is right here, and it'll show you it's 4 seconds. So we need to make this number 4 seconds as well. So we do that simply by pushing one of these little sliders here to where it says exactly 4 seconds. So now it will match up here. Also, we need to get rid of this title. We don't want this anymore. We want to add the title that is going to be, again, located right here, capture depth. Okay, the file name, because that's what this picture is about. So just simply type it in real quick, capture depth. Okay, click center title, see what it looks like. Here's capture depth. Right here in the middle. If I don't want it there, you can click it down, move it to where you want it. Okay, capture depth, or move it up top maybe, if you want it up there. Okay, and once again you can click add, or what I prefer you to do is just click it and drag it to where you want it. Sometimes there's some problems with clicking add. You see it rendering again, and once it's done, we can click play and view what it looks like. Capture depth. Okay, so what I'd like you to do is do that for each one of these pictures. Okay, and each one of these pictures, the title right here, the file name, is what you're going to use for the title. So this one's going to be use lighting. Okay, so we want to get rid of this and type in use lighting. Okay, and the center title, we want it here, or maybe here. Okay, wherever you want it to be, and then check our duration, the length, it's 4, it matches the 4, and we can go ahead and drag it in. The green plus means it's ready to go, and there we go, we have another title. Okay, I'm not going to take the time to do all of these. I've already done 2 for you. You should be able to do the last 3 now. Again, if you click it, it'll tell you the file name, 2/3 rule. Okay, and this one, get close, and this one, distracting background. Okay, and that's it for the titles. So now let's look at what a transition is. Okay, transitions, it's still located under editing. Here's our transitions, and here's our list of different transitions. Okay, so let's just choose one, billow. Click it, and it gives you a preview of what it looks like. Okay, this is set to 14 frames, which is pretty quick. Generally a transition you want about 1 second long or shorter. Okay, or not even using a transition at all. But I just wanted to show you what they look like and how to do it. So once that's set, it's real easy. You just click it, drag it to wherever you want it to go. Let's put it, let's say right here. Okay, it takes a little bit, renders, click over here, hit play, and you can watch, and that's what it looks like. Okay. Now, when we have a black background, a good one would be you want it to fade in. Okay, so let's do a fade in. Here we go. So it fades in real nice. So if that's a little bit long, I want to decrease it. Let's go back to about 14 frames. Fades in real quick. And again, you click it and drag it to where you want it. Okay, and we can take a look at it, and it fades in. Okay, so that's adding transitions. It's pretty easy. And well, one quick note, A transition where there isn't one is called a straight cut. For example, right here. If you play it and watch, it just clicks right over, straight through. There's no transition. It's called a straight cut. That is the most commonly used transition. It's basically no transition at all, just a straight cut. So just a little bit of information. Okay, so that's transitions. That's pretty easy. Now music. Okay, so we downloaded some music earlier and we put it into iTunes and we created a folder. Okay, so how do we access it from iMovie? Click Media, just like what we did when we were accessing our photos. Okay, so remember, here's our photos in our 5 Rules folder. Now we want to go to Audio, and here is our 5 Rules SS slideshow. Okay, here is the music file right here. Simply, same thing. You can just click it and drag into this bottom one. It won't work. So notice there's no green plus arrow here, right here. Okay, because that's the video track. This is an audio track, and this is the audio track number 2. So either one of those will work. So let's go ahead and just let it go. And it's importing in. There we go. Now, you're wondering, well, what's this purple line here? Mine doesn't have a purple line. Or what are these little purple things going up and down? Okay, to view that, you need to go up to View and click Show Clip Volume Levels. Okay, and Show Audio Waveforms. If you do that, notice mine's checked, it will show you them right here. Okay, I've used iMovie a lot and I always have these clicked on. So that's why mine has it, and that's why yours did not. Because if you haven't clicked it on, it automatically, when you turn on iMovie for the first time, it does not have them clicked for you. Okay, so now we have our audio in here. So I want you to trim it. Okay, now notice how this shrunk, because this file size right here for audio is a lot longer. So if we want to make it a little bigger, this little button right here, slide it. And it's not working. There we go. Sliding, and it's magnifying it. So now each one of those little pictures is bigger, or at least it appears bigger. So how do we cut our audio? Get the playhead right here, lined up at the very end. Make sure you click on the audio track to highlight it in purple. If it's not clicked, it'll look like this. It's more gray. So click it, highlight it. Okay, do the Apple T function, hold down the Apple and hit T. What that does is now it cuts it into 2. So notice if I click this right side, it's highlighted. That's the part we don't want, so delete. And now it's gone. Okay, and if we go to the very beginning and we play it, it has music. You can see it scrolling down. Here's our first slide with the title, transitions, got music, looking really good. Okay, so what does this little line actually mean right here? If we click right here, if we want to control a fade out, let's say, we use this little circle, the yellow part right here, and there's a purple square, it's hard to see, and you can fade it in or out, whatever you want to do. Long, short, real quick. Okay, you can also control the volume level as well. If you click down here, you can raise or lower it. Now it's set to 0 because of the fade out right here. Okay, so that's the basics of how to create a title. Okay, again, remember, if we don't want over black, we unclick it. We do it, the transition right here. And also importing our music from iTunes into iMovie. We trimmed it at the very end to make it stop where our slideshow is, and we also learned how to fade it out.